The Huawei Watch Fit 2 is easily one of the best affordable smartwatches that you can currently purchase. So, when you compare to the other Huawei watches, this has all the features that all the high-end Huawei watches basically have. So, and forgive me for pronouncing this Huawei or Huawei, in different ways because I don't really know how to spell it. So anyway, this watch is absolutely great and easily one of my favorite of all times. So you get a Harmony OS system on this watch this year, compared to the Watch Fit 2 that had like a poverty poverty system basically, and it was very poor and it was slow and sluggish. And this new system, the Harmony OS, is actually miles better than the old watch, and it's a huge improvement. And if you are thinking about upgrading to from the Fit 1 to Fit 2, I can highly suggest it because it's so smooth. So the design of the watch also is very nice. I got this in that pink version. Well, it's not my favorite color, but it is what it is. And actually this is that active edition, the cheapest one. And I think they say this is a plastic frame, but I really can't tell that it's plastic. I actually think it's a metal frame. At least it looks like metal, and even to the touch it looks like metal. So I don't really know what's going on. Anyway, it feels and looks very nice. On the back you also got a very good charging system, and the charger fits there very nice. Also the strap system is improved compared to the Watch Fit 1, so you can simply unclick it, whereas for the Watch Fit 1 you had to use a tool and it was kind of a faff to basically install these straps, and it's a very good system now. So let's explore it. So when you scroll from up to down like this, you can get access to your quick menu settings here. Also you can go to the more settings here. So let's check them out. So some basic stuff. When you scroll like this, you can go back. So when you scroll like this in from the home screen, you get access to this quick launch, and also some stuff that's currently running in background, such as timers and stopwatches. Also in this watch you do get a music player, and you also get a speaker, which is incredibly good. And the speaker quality is incredibly good, so good that you can actually listen to the music on this watch alone. And for example, my Apple Watch and also my Galaxy Watch, and these watches are like the high-end smartwatches, and they cost at least 3 times more than this one. But the speaker quality of this Watch Fit 2 actually is way better than on these watches, which are like 3 times more expensive. So that was quite a pleasant surprise. And also you do get 32 gigabytes of internal storage, so you can upload and store a lot of music on this watch. Obviously you can just listen from the speaker here, or attach your headphones or like wireless Bluetooth speaker. So very good. And on the Watch Fit 1, the first version, you did not get this. So very nice upgrade. Then when you scroll like this up, you get access to your notifications, and you can receive notifications from your basically any app on your phone, such as WhatsApp and stuff like that. You can also reply to the notifications using some quick presets. You can't type directly from this watch, only like reply with like something predefined in past, like yes, now I'm on my way and stuff like that. Then also when you scroll like this, you can get access to your various tiles, such as the weather here. You can click and this is what the weather looks like. So unfortunately that's pretty much all it shows. It doesn't. So what I haven't found is that it doesn't say your wind temperature, and on some other watches it's a bit better, but still very usable actually. Then you get also stuff like your activity records here. You can also check your stress levels. It will measure them from time to time, but you need to enable that if you want to do that. So your running ability index. So this is like a kind of recovery feature you see on other high-end smartwatches like Garmin and stuff like that. So your sleep tracking, and the sleep tracking also is fairly decent on this watch. And you can add many more tiles here. So in these tiles you can also add such things like your heart rate, moon phase, call log, contacts, SpO2, compass, training plans, resting heart rate. But there's like a limit of like 6 or 8 of different tiles. So that's not quite cool, because there's a limit how much tiles you can have at one single time. So you can't stuff all of them. Then when we click the button, we can get access to all these things here. So it has a timer here, like this, a stopwatch as well, a flashlight which illuminates your screen. I don't really think this is the best flashlight. On some other watches it's much better because the screen isn't that bright compared to other. So different workouts, so you can add way more here. So they're just some default ones. Okay, and by the way, this has GPS as well. So yeah, you can track everything very well. And from my testing so far, the GPS actually works very good as well. So then your heart rate. Okay, so it shows a chart and also your resting heart rate and average through past the days, your SpO2. So you can set this to measure continuously if you want, but it will drain a bit more battery life. But this is quite good, because on some other watches you do not get this continuous SpO2 measuring some like some garbage, basically healthy living stuff. So breathing exercises, and also you can obviously make calls from this watch if you have your phone in the range. It has a microphone and a speaker, and it's actually a very good system, as the speaker is very good. So then your compass as well, which is kind of cool, and you don't really see this in this budget basically. So your alarms. Okay, you can add your find your phone function, and you can even add some navigation here as well. You can upload some other apps, however there's very limited choice. There are like maybe like 10 different apps that you can download from the Huawei store. So but that's really kind of a gimmick really. So overall, I really like this watch. The screen is incredibly nice. It's very sharp, as you can see. Also, when we click and hold, we can change to a different watch face here. So the one you prefer. Okay, so, but yeah, the screen is very nice quality. Then the step counter, actually, on the other watches, such as on the Apple Watch or Garmin or Fitbit, the step counters are actually terrible. And for example, on the Galaxy Watch, Samsung Galaxy Watch, the step counter is absolutely amazing and one of the best. And actually, to my surprise, this Huawei Watch Fit 2 is just as good as the Samsung. And the Samsung has the best step tracking basically out of all smartwatches. And yeah, this Watch Fit 2 has pretty much identical step count, their ability to track steps, especially when you just move around your house and do some chores. So it counts everything very accurately. And these other watches, like even the much more expensive Apple watches or the super high-end Garmin watches, they're completely terrible for the step counter and they don't really work that good. However, on this Watch Fit 2, yeah, it's like literally the best in the market you can get, along with the Samsung stuff. So very nice. And the same is for the heart rate tracking. It's easily one of the best heart rate tracking basically sensors that you can currently get. On the Samsung watches, the heart rate tracking isn't good. On the Apple Watch, for example, it's very good as well. On Garmin also, it's very good. On this Watch Fit 2, it's just as good as on the Apple and Garmin really. So very good stuff. Okay, and also the battery life is amazingly good on this watch. I think it's claimed to be around 2 weeks, but in real life I think it's around 10 days, which is insanely good because on the Apple Watch or your Samsung Watch you only get 1 day, and this can get like 10 days, and it has pretty much like 80% of the features that you use anyway of those high-end watches, but you get insanely good battery life. So yeah, amazingly good. So yeah, I really think this is like easily the best affordable fitness tracker smartwatch that you can currently purchase. For example, the Xiaomi smartwatches. They have similar shape and maybe they're trying to compete with this stuff, but their system is absolutely terrible. Their step counters are terrible, their heart rate tracking isn't nowhere as good, and they're basically junk watches. Whereas this Huawei watch is absolutely like a high-end stuff really, and it's just as good as really the other Huawei watches. Yeah, I can't really pronounce brand name, sorry about that. Basically the GT2, GT4, the current ones, and all the other high-end Huawei's. It has literally all the functions of those, and the quality is nearly just as good. So yeah, absolutely impressed with this watch. And actually, I purchased this as a used model just recently, and I paid only 30 euros for this thing. When you want to purchase a new one, I think it's around 130 or 120. So I really suggest you look at the used market, because I was able to purchase this only for 30. So 30 euros, which is the same, around the same $30. So extremely nice value, especially since you get such a nice build quality watch with top of the range features, with actually very accurate step counter, very accurate heart rate tracking, and everything just works flawlessly on this watch. Compared to the Watch Fit 1, I couldn't suggest that watch because it was often quite a laggy watch and it wasn't very well polished. And yeah, this is huge upgrade. I have heard and seen some rumors about the new Watch Fit 3, and I think this Watch Fit 3 will be pretty much identical to this Watch Fit 2. So I really wouldn't even wait for the Watch Fit 3, because this is huge step up and they really can't beat this Watch Fit 2. They'll maybe give some very small marginal upgrades to the Watch Fit 3. So overall, get this Watch Fit 2, especially in the used market, they're so cheap. Anyway, if this was helpful, make sure to hit the like button. See you.